Hello and welcome to a festive free sample of the week. We're looking at another one from Fracture Sounds. It's the Festive Bells. How could I not check this out? It's part of their Blueprint series. They've got 4 instruments in it so far. They've got the electric keys, greenhead chimes, gentle winds, and now the Festive Bells. These are brilliant instruments. If you've not heard this company, highly recommend downloading them. They're completely free to use, available within the free Contact player. But before we get further into this video, I'm currently running a free to enter competition. All you essentially have to do is compose a piece up to 2 minutes long just using free samples, and you could be in with a chance to win some great prizes. But I'll leave a link to the full announcement on the screen so you can go watch that video. But one more thing before we jump into the sample library. If you want to skip the chatter and just listen to the audio demos, there's a chapter at the end of the video called Skip the Chatter, and all that will be there is essentially just the audio demos I do throughout this video. But if you like the chatter, stick around and we'll jump right in. So Festive Bells, the paperwork, links in the description as always. You're getting 3 instruments. You're getting handbells, sleigh bells, toy bells. My favorite by far is the handbells, but the sleigh bells also features this instant Christmas feature, which when engaged, a rhythm will automatically play. Now, I've noticed it doesn't quite work if you just turn it on and hit it. You have to have some MIDI in a DAW, but we'll look at that later in the video. So let's just jump in and have some fun. You can read the paperwork in your own time. So we'll start with the toy bells, have a little tinker, and then play with some of these knobs. So what's really cool and unique about this is the top velocity layer has this like double, almost ringing sort of effect. So there's definitely some velocity layers there. It's very intimate and in your face and a bit too pingy for me personally, but this might work for you. Definitely has that Christmas vibe. The dampener, if we put it, well, completely turn it off, will extend the release a little bit more, but if you want it tighter, just max that out. And you'll have a nice quick and pingy sort of sound. Now the color does a little bit to the EQ. Personally, I quite like it more that end. Just takes the harshness off the treble. There is reverb as well. You can adjust and change that to your liking. The room and hall, dampening, mod, and size. Let's kind of max that out a little bit. A bit too much. And we have tremolo as well. The tremolo dynamics is controlled by the mod wheel. Nice, intimate, and an actual beautiful tremolo recording. Nice added feature there. Let's move on to our next instrument, my favorite out of all of them, the handbells. It's something a bit more unique and different to other handbells I've played with. Again, we have that top velocity layer there. If you hit it hard, you get more of a ping, while the softer velocities, it's almost a singing bowl sort of effect, or like an organic electric piano. With some nice little imperfections tonally within the sound, which do create a really beautiful, unique sound. Actually, I want to strip the reverb off. And again, the dampener, it's like a release trigger. If you have it all the way off, the sound rings out more, while if you want a tight, nippier, electric-y, piano-y, staccato sound, that's what that does. I love the flexibility of this instrument, and we have this soften attack, which you can really create a singing bowl effect here. My only qualm is it's a little bit on the quiet side, but just turning it up in contact can fix that. And if you want to make it brighter, or if you feel it's too bright, you can adjust the colour as well. I just love the simplicity of the Fracture Sounds free instruments. They're so user-friendly and so beginner-friendly, but even somebody more advanced could find use for these as well. Very atmospheric. Now let's move on to our final instrument, the Sleigh Bells. It's a percussive patch. You have, 6 different sleigh bell sounds. Don't think there's round robins there, but there's this instant Christmas feature, which if you turn on and hit it, well, if you play it in your DAW, it works, as I said earlier, but it doesn't engage. So I have put a little bit of MIDI in Logic, and all I'm going to do is hit play. And it creates this instantly Christmassy sleigh bell sound, which is kind of handy because all you got to do is stick that on any track you already have, and it's instantly Christmas. That's exactly what I did for a recent project, actually. And the client liked it. With this, you do have a tightness control. Same with the dampener, we have that release, which I feel does more than the tightener. Although what does this? Shortens the start of each sample, while this affects the end. So if you want it more punchy, there you go. So you can create quite a quick, punchy sound. That's nice, I like that. It just allows you to tune it a bit better. Width, stereo width, and again we have our beautiful reverb. But really nice sleigh bells actually. And what's funny, again, I'm going to refer back to, it's the Spitfire percussion library which I have. It's got sleigh bells and the toys, but I feel like I'm going to reach for these over that, simply because I've got more options, and I like how they've kind of done the user interface and just how easy it is to create the sound I'm after. Food for thought. But another great sample library from Fracture Sounds. I have no complaints. It's a beautiful Christmas library. But I hope you're enjoying the holiday season. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.